Hey, Ashley Ayler here, founder of AshleyAylerCoaching.com. I am super excited to be covering in today's episodes 4 ways to convince people to join you in your network marketing business. So if that sounds of interest to you, hang tight and we'll be covering that in just a few. But first, I want to remind you guys, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell. That's going to notify you of all the weekly episodes that I put out to teach you how to skyrocket your business, scale your business with the latest marketing strategies. All right, so let's hop on into it. How can you convince more people to join your network marketing team? Now, first I want to preface, we cannot force anyone to do anything. And we also don't want everyone on our team. And that's just the reality of it. Here are some things that we are looking for teammates. We want to know that they are a joy to work with. We want to know that they are teachable. We want to know that they are willing to learn. They're not going to be complaining all day. They're not going to be saying, oh my God, I can't do this. I've talked to everyone. It's not working. We want people with grit. Now, everyone has struggles and everyone has their ups and downs in the entrepreneurial world and in the entrepreneurial space, but we want people that understand and realize the reality that success is not going to fall into their lap and they're going to have to work hard for it, and they are willing to work hard for it. All right, so number one is to educate them. You probably have a video or something that your company offers that you can plug people into to help educate them and to help get them the information they need to make that decision of joining your team. Maybe that's a video. Number 2 is you need to share success stories, okay? Because facts tell, but stories sell. So who on your team has had success? Who can you feature? Who can you maybe interview? Who can you highlight in your stories? Are you sharing people's stories, or are you just talking all about yourself or all about the company specifically? Here's a huge pro tip that I want to drop for you guys. People don't understand what your company is unless if you educate them. You can put your company name up all day long, or you can put your product's name up all day long, or you can post pictures of it. But that doesn't pull on heartstrings. You want to pull on heartstrings, and the only way to do that is to share a story that you know people can resonate with, because you once had those struggles too, and you know your audience's struggles. So I want you to share those stories. Now, I don't know if you have a community you can plug people into that maybe share these, but we have what we call an ATM system. And what that stands for is add, tag, message. And so we add them into this private community, and then we tag them in a little bit more information and more stories to help validate their concerns, maybe, speaking to them and helping validate that maybe this is the answer to their problems, because they are seeing testimonies and stories. So if you don't have a way of getting that, then I suggest you find a unique way to, like what I call a story bank. Can you gather some people's stories, and collectively over time, maybe you know a mom that is dealing with post-baby weight that she's trying to get off. Maybe you have an amazing story that you found and you've saved in your Evernote, in your Evernote app, or maybe in your notes, or wherever that is that you save that story bank, and then you can refer back to share a specific story with an individual that is related to their problem and their concerns and the goals they're trying. Is get them connected with some form of validation. You want to get them connected with some form of validation, meaning maybe it is a 3-way call, maybe it is a 3-way chat. What is that form of validation and communication that you can help validate, so they don't just hear it from you, but they hear it from someone else? For me and my company, we have 3-way chats. They're very easy, user-friendly. I've been with companies in the past where I had to do 3-way calls all the time, and a huge deciding factor of why I decided to branch out of that company is because I was simply tired of living on my phone, and it wasn't easily duplicatable for people with busy schedules. And so that's something you may want to consider is what you're doing easily duplicatable that everyone can do across the board. Because here is another pro tip. It's great for you to recruit people, but you also want people in your organization recruiting people as well. And so if they're not able to easily get on three-way calls, what other resources do they have at their fingertips to help plug people in to help validate and close the sale? And maybe you're brand new and you don't have a team yet, that's okay. But also the wonderful thing about having these three-way chats or doing calls, if that's the only way you have to help validate and get some questions answered for your potentials, is you actually get to learn. You know, when I did three-way calls and when I was brand new, I listened to these three-way calls, call after call after call, and before you knew it, I knew all the information like on the back of my hand. Same thing goes for chats or whatever that resource is to you. It's going to help it's going to help educate you more, so then you're more educated, which means more power. Ever heard knowledge is power? And then before you know it, you're going to be a closing machine, and you're helping convince more people to join your team because you have mastered the art of close. Tip number 4, have open communication. This is a huge one. So oftentimes I have teammates or people who, join my team, or I've helped mentored or coached, and they wonder, like, what should I say to this person? Sometimes we're scared and we're fearful of rejection or hearing no or the outcome. And so because of that, we don't ask questions and we don't communicate. And that can be one of the biggest hindrances in your business, is not having open communication. So one of my strategies is I'll ask people after they've looked through everything, after I've gotten them in a chat, after, I've done all these things that I've gone over with you, and then I'll just ask them, so how close are you from a scale 1 to 10 to saying yes to this and hopping on board? And what other questions do you need me to answer to move that closer to a 10 for you? Because the majority of the time, people have not said yes yet because they still have objections in their head, or objections that need to be covered, or uncertainty to certain things. They're still trying to research, they're still trying to gather the information, they're still trying to process everything. So to speed up the process for them, ask them, what more do you need from me so that I can help answer these questions so that we can get you on the right track and get you closer to making that decision? Okay, and here's another statistic. Majority of people have to see something 5 to 12 times until they are ready to make a committed decision, a buying decision. And so what ways and what forms can you keep them in the loop? Because most people are not going to join on the spot. So as I mentioned earlier, we have our ATM system where we add, tag, and message people. All day long in this private Facebook community, they're seeing new testimonies being posted, new stories, new people being featured in the community that we have. And so that is helping expose them more and more and more. And then through your follow-up and being consistent on posting, creating curiosity, creating, more value for people, this is going to help move that needle for them to say yes if they are meant to join your team. So just a quick recap. All right, so like I said, we can never force people to join us. That is physically impossible. And the truth is, we don't want everyone on our team. So number 1, we want to educate them. We want to help them make an informed decision if what we do is right for them. Number 2, we want to share success stories, because facts tell, but stories sell. Right? Number 3, we want to get them connected with some form of validation to help move that needle and to validate from an outside party that what we're doing is working for everyone. They're going to have support and get more of their questions answered from a third party person. This can be a really big rock star in your team. This can be a sideline. This can be an upline. It doesn't matter, but you want to validate this whole gig some way, whether it's a 3-way call or a chat or whatever that looks like for you. And then number 4, last, have open communication. Do not be afraid to communicate to these people and your potentials and ask them, where are they at? What's holding you back? Why? What other questions can I answer for you to move you closer to saying yes? Why are you not saying yes yet? How can I help? Right? All of these things are going to help move that needle closer, so that way you can help the process in convincing more people to join your network marketing team. So hope these helps. Another free gift I want to give you guys is my free prospecting tools and scripts, which you can grab below, and also for more tips and hands-on access to me and our amazing community, quite frankly. To join in on that, click the link below to my free Facebook community where you will have more tips and hands-on training from me on the regular. It's just our little hub, so to speak. I hope to see you on the inside, and until next time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell so that way you are notified the next time I put up a training episode, which is weekly. Have an awesome day.